What's up guys, it's KingKlaun here, aka Joker, aka Mist, aka the King of Games. Welcome to part 2 of my top 5 classes in Black Ops 3. This part is going to cover the best objective class to use to make sure you can increase your win-loss ratio, and I'll be telling you what to do and what not to do with this setup. I found that this class worked better with Domination and Hardpoint, but it can be used in all objective based game modes. I hope you enjoyed the video, let's get into it. Now in each game mode there is a objective to complete, which decides which team wins the game. For example, in Domination you need to hold the majority of the flags, and in Kill Confirmed you need to collect the most enemy dog tags. To make the best objective class, we will need a class that can allow us to capture objectives, but at the same time be able to defend them while killing the enemy. To start off this class, we'll be using the ICR Assault Rifle. This gun is a great gun to use since it has a low recoil, which allows you to keep on target at those longer ranges. And it kills fairly fast due to not have to manage recoil too much. This gun is perfect for mid to long range engagements, and close range gunfights should be avoided, unless you catch the enemy off guard. Like for instance, they could be capped in flank, you could flank around them, or they could just not have good aim. Now, for the first attachment, we'll be using Quick Draw, because this gives the ICR better handling by reducing the normal slow aiming. This means you can lock onto enemies much faster than usual. For our second attachment, we'll be using Stock. Now if you don't already know, Stock increases your strafe speed. Now on assault rifles, it makes it similar to SMGs in terms of handling. This means that if you're in a gunfight and you're getting hit, you can strafe left to right while aiming at your opponent and be a much harder target to hit. For the final attachment, we'll be using Extended Mags. This is needed because it makes our ammo capacity go from 30 to 42 rounds, and this is great for Kill Confirmed Team Deathmatch, as we can take out multiple enemies without reloading. And in more objective based games such as Hardpoint and Domination, this is fundamental because if you're holding down an objective, you're going to be able to take out more than 2-3 enemies because more likely going to be rushed at least 4 to 5 people, so having a large ammo capacity is great. Now for our first perks, we'll be using Flak Jacket and Sixth Sense. These are the best perks to make sure you stay alive. By using Sixth Sense, you can know the direction of the enemies that are close to you. This is a great thing to have, because on this class you won't be rushed as much, and you may need to hold down a certain line of sight, and you'll know if the enemy is behind you or close. Now, Flak Jacket is pretty much needed on all objective modes, because nades are so powerful in Black Ops 3. The amount of times we got killed with grenades, just don't want to go into it. And a lot of people use them to break kills and get people objective points. So using Flak Jacket ensures you can survive these explosives without having to retreat. For our next perk, we'll be using something that helps us get to the objective by helping us win gunfights. So for this, we'll be using Fast Tanks. This feels like a crutch perk in my opinion, but this is a recommended perk for pretty much all guns in the game. Now, this is needed unless you're planning to play very defensive. This is because without it, you take a decent amount of time to pull up your gun while sprinting, which means it's much harder to win those unexpected gunfights. For our last perk, we'll be using Tactical Mask. Now, just like Flak Jacket, this is pretty much fundamental for all objective classes, because stuns, just like nades, well, stuns don't kill you, but they pretty much do, because they last so long. Like when you get flashed, you pretty much just sign your death warrant, you're done. But when using Tac Mask, this reduces it to about a millisecond, so it just brushes off your shoulder. Don't even feel the stun. That's why use Tac Mask. Always! Due to this being a class playing objective, we'll be using a Thermite. This allows us to capture points and lock down an area for a short duration. Now the Thermite emits a fire blast, like if you get a Pokemon reference, which makes capturing the objective not only good for you, but your team. This is because you can lock an area down where an enemy's pushing from, and you and your team can capture the objective faster. So if they're in a hallway, you can just throw the Thermite and they can't come through there at all. So use this class to the fullest. Always be going for the objective, but move around the map methodically and picking off enemies as you go. Now what I do is throw a Thermite in a doorway or an area near the objective and see if like any attention comes. If it doesn't, then you know you can move on, but if it does, you know you're going to challenge enemies, so move patiently and cautiously. You want to be moving around the map while avoiding the enemy spawn as well, because if you hit the spawn, you run into SMG and shotgun players more often and get killed. So instead of looking for the enemies, once you have the objectives, so like for instance, once you have B, rotate around B, hover around B till you find a good position where enemies are pushing from constantly. Stay there, take them out as they come to you, no point chasing them, let them come to you. And you also be defending the flag, so you will rack up them points. Now to summarize, I think this is a good class to use and will help you in those games you just want to win. Also remember that you'll be getting more points, so don't be afraid to go for higher short streaks in this class. In the next installment of my best classes of Black Ops 3, I'll go over my favourite Stay Alive class and how to use it. I hope you've enjoyed part 2 of my top 5 class setups in Black Ops 3. A like is always appreciated. This has been KingKlaun, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.